There is a video online entitled Divorcing Your Adult Children, okay? And it's basically this woman talking about, oh, when you've done everything you could do, it's time to give up on your kid and blah, 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 okay? These estranged parents are fucking delusional and narcissistic, but I repeat myself, right? They have no idea why any of this is happening. I would invite you. Don't send this lady hate or do any stupid, goofy, childish shit like that. But I would invite you to go watch this video, okay? Again, entitled Divorcing Your Adult Children. Read the fucking the comments on the video. Read the comments on the video. It is amazing. One woman wrote, I'm going through this with all three of my children. Oh, my grandbabies, with a little sad emoji. Okay, so one kid out of three, okay, you might have a kid who has a drug problem or some sort of mental illness that's preventing them, from thinking clearly, and perhaps there are people just born with personality disorders, and it happens irrespective of the treatment that they receive from their parents. That is a possibility. I would say a very remote one, but it is a possibility, right? So I can see that one out of the three children, but all fucking three children don't speak to you, and you're not taking that as an indication that, I don't know, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe if you get fired from every fucking job you go to, maybe it's not every job you go to. Maybe you're a bad worker. Maybe you don't know how to show up on time. Maybe you don't know how to talk to your coworkers. Maybe you're difficult. Maybe you don't follow through on tasks. Maybe you don't complete tasks. Maybe you're a piece of shit. They have no ability to self-reflect. That is why you need to go no contact. Because what you're going to do is you're going to keep explaining, hey, mom, hey, dad, this is how this made me feel. Hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm trying to let you know that this is how it made me feel. Hey, dad, hey, mom, that thing you did when I was 7 really still haunts me. Hey, mom, hey, dad, and etc., etc., and you will not get a response born of any self-reflection because they cannot self-reflect. If a person cannot self-reflect, they're going to do this shit again. They're going to do it again. Now, the abuse changes when we get bigger and older, right? Because it's easy to punk a kid and fuck with a kid. It's harder to do that with an adult. And of course, as an adult, you might have a little bit of money, so they might want to switch up their tactics. But they will abuse you just the same. And because they can't self-reflect, there's not going to be an end in sight. Again, go read the fucking comments on this video and tell me these people aren't delusional. Tell me that these people aren't the problem. You're sitting there laboring under the idea that if you just say the right words, it's going to be a magic spell. And they're going to all of a sudden realize, oh, I was a piece of shit parent. They're not going to realize it. I would say there's probably some sort of way at the far end of the spectrum, a narcissistic parent that was able to turn it around. I'm sure I will allow for that possibility. I have not seen it. And I've watched a lot of videos. I've talked to a lot of people. And I've seen nearly 40 years of life that would tell me that these motherfuckers do not change. And I have a lot of them in my family. Okay? But I'll allow for the idea that there's a few, minuscule, a minuscule percentage of those that can. But the majority of them cannot. You're gonna fucking beat your fist against this wall. All you're doing is hurting yourself. You ain't hurting the wall. The wall is their ignorance, their willful ignorance. They do not like the discomfort of self-reflection. They're capable of it. Believe me. But they don't like the discomfort of it, so they choose not to do it. They choose their comfort and their pride over you every time. Every time. That is why we go no contact. That is the only thing these people understand. And we're not even doing it to elicit a change in them. We're doing it to set ourselves free. This is why we should never feel guilt. Yes, we all suffer and feel guilt because we're actually good people. And we're actually scared of, is this a sign that I'm a narcissist? Is this a sign that I have a problem? We're actually afraid of that because we don't want to be bad people, right? So that's why we struggle with the guilt, but we should not because they don't. because they won't allow themselves to sit in that discomfort. What they will do is whip out their phone and try to act like they're the fucking victims and get little sororities and fraternities of loser ass, bullshit ass parents who drop the ball and fuck their kids up. They will form little groups because you know what weak people need? They need a group. Weak people always need a group. They need a group. They need to have flying monkeys around them. They need people to always view you as a problem. They need to surround themselves and fortify themselves in their fucking delusions. And what were we? We were the people that walked away, the lone wolves. We had to be lone wolves. Scapegoats are lone wolves. We have to be that. Via triangulation, we have no choice. Nobody's on our fucking side. So why the fuck should we be on theirs? Go no contact and stay no contact.